It's Have I Got News for Your Ears, the podcast that breaks down the news of the week. Today, we're talking about Dr. Donald Trump debuting his new vaccine plan, how Iran changed Trump's travel plans, and his new chill approach to the war. The two things on everyone's minds, the ballroom and the reflecting pool, and why Michigan and Ohio's midterms have everyone so worked up. Have I Got News for Your Ears, the podcast extension of the Have I Got News for You cinematic universe. I am your host, Michael Ian Black, alongside two misbehaving Have I Got News for You producers, Jim Biederman and Jodi Lennon.
Do we want to talk about the format of the show? What's in the news this week? What's been happening, Jim?
What do you mean the format of the show?
Let's talk about the format
of the show.
This is the podcast where we talk about the news.
Great.
Well, in that case, there's a lot going on.
Like what? What's going on?
Well, Trump signed an executive order on vaccines for children yesterday.
That's good. Children should get vaccines.
That sounds really positive.
Yeah. I'm not quite sure how they came up with this, but well, anyway.
Science.
Yeah.
Which part?
You said how they come up with vaccines.
One of the executive orders is that they want to now break up the vaccine.
In a romantic sense?
Is it like 3 easy payments?
It's more like that.
One payment a month for 3 months?
But 6 months, yeah. It's six easy payments.
Okay.
But I'll let
what's his name?
Our doctor
in chief.
Yeah.
At 1 year, you should have 5 separate visits for vaccines rather than getting them all in the same day. And I saw this early on, and I've seen proof of it, where they have a vaccination thing, looks like the size of a bottle of soda poured into a little child's body. And bad things happen in too many cases, because this is an explosion. This is an epidemic.
An epidemic of
stupidity.
What? Oh, stupidity. Now, in fairness, I remember when my kids were little.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, and we had to bring them in for their vaccine.
Sure.
And I remember the doctor took out like a 3-liter jug of something.
3 liters?
3 liters.
That's huge.
And he just poured it into the syringe. I don't know how it all fit in there, but he poured it into the syringe.
Well, it didn't have ice in it.
It was like a Benny Hill syringe.
Yes.
It was like,
and it took...
Oh, by the way, the nurse was topless.
The shot took 2 hours because they had to slowly...
Well, you don't want to hurt the kid.
No, 3 liters of... And bad things in many cases.
I remember when my kids were small, and I don't think we got a single. I think we did like separate. We had separate.
Oh my God! You
little...
never stop going to the doctor when your kids are little.
No, yeah, all
and
the
they're
time.
Gonna make
every month.
Every month you're there.
Yeah, yeah.
And they're make you do it more now.
No, they're just gonna. Yeah, because they claim that.
What are the bad things that he's saying happen?
They live.
Oh.
I think this order was a cover for their anti-vax stuff that they've realized hasn't played that well. And now they have a measles outbreak. So what we got to do is, I know what we'll do. We'll make a big speech about how we're fixing the vaccine right schedule. But by the way, before we say it's good or bad, let's take it from someone who I think we all trust and love.
Because of your courage and leadership, Mr. President, millions of parents all over America today are breathing an enormous sigh of relief. I say this as the parent of young children myself. Millions and millions of parents feel they've been pressured when their children are just weeks out of the hospital to take 5 shots, 6 shots, 7 shots all at once. They're told it'll be normal. Your kid will have a fever of 103 for 3 or 4 days. Your kid will stop eating for a week. Your kid's going to change all their sleeping. Don't worry, it's totally fine. It's totally normal. Nobody has studied it. Nobody's looked at it. Nobody's thought about it.
What? First of all, again, you don't get 5 or 6 shots in one day at the hospital. It just doesn't happen.
Also, that was Stephen Miller, to be clear.
Sorry.
Well, it was Dr. Stephen Miller, to be clear.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, it's a doctor of political science, but he's still a doctor.
Is he saying, I think he literally just said, nobody's looking at this.
No one studied
Nobody has studied this.
No one knows how it works.
Nobody has studied vaccination?
No.
Nobody has looked into this?
Well, Stephen hasn't.
Oh, I guess and Donald Trump has done the research? Is
Yeah, well,
that
Donald Trump's uncle worked at MIT as a
Ah.
professor of.
Everything.
I have to say this before we lose the thread. Whenever I hear Stephen Miller speak, I immediately think of Dr. Strangelove.
Would not be difficult, mein Führer. Nuclear reactors could. I'm sorry, Mr. President.
Every time he talks.
My
Every
Führer.
time he talks. I agree with you, Mr. Führer. I mean, Mr. President. Like, it's just crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And for him to say, no one studied it, no one knows how it works, we're just giving our kids shots.
Why was Stephen Miller in the room?
Because he's a parent, a concerned parent.
Oh.
And also he was going to go eat his children.
Right. And thank you, by the way,
You're welcome.
For what?
for wishing me a happy birthday.
What?
Oh, I thought it was tomorrow.
It is tomorrow, but we're not going to see each other before that.
I swear to
Wow.
God, it says
It's Michael's birthday.
Tomorrow.
in my thing,
Yeah,
it says it's your 26th birthday.
that's right. It looked like you were reaching for something, like you were going to give me a present. I was like,
I
that
know.
doesn't seem right at all.
Oh,
you know
wow.
why?
Happy
'Cause that
birthday,
wouldn't have
Michael.
happened. It's tomorrow, though.
Thanks. Yes,
I
it's
understand. By the time this airs, you'll be deep in celebration mode.
Mm-hmm.
It says, that you were born in 2000.
That's right. I was born in 2000.
Congratulations. That's
Thanks.
exciting. 26 is a big year.
It is, because you're not 25 anymore.
No, it's the first year where I can rent a car and not have to
Ask
be
Martha.
on my parents' insurance.
Good for you. So that was the vaccine and the birthday.
Yeah.
Now what?
Is there more vaccine stuff?
Sort of. Here we go.
Mr. President, you're a proud father. Would you have vaccinated your children differently based on the recommendations that
Well, I
you put out
did.
today?
I took my children for 5 different vaccinations. In other words, I broke it up. The one visit where they just pump, what seemingly looks like gallons, where they pump so much in. I took all of my children from day one. I believed in this a long time ago. I took them with my wife.
I swear to God, why has no one said, what are you talking about? 1 gallons of vaccine?
Break it down, Michael.
I'm just trying to imagine, because it didn't happen.
Right. He's never gone to the doctors
He's
with
never
his kids.
gone to the doctor with his children. He doesn't know the name
I also
of the
like
pediatrician.
the way he describes it. It sounds like a scene from the movie Brazil.
It
Like it's
really
just like
does.
gallons of. It's okay. We'll just put this in, and
It's so insane.
it's nuts.
And the idea that 40 years ago Trump was like, you know what? I think we should break this up into 5 or 6
Yeah.
different. Ivana, honey, I really think the next time we go to Eric's pediatrician together, as we so often
Yeah,
do,
all the time.
I really feel like we should ask them to break it up. I
Right.
know the scientific consensus. I've read the journals.
But Donald, that's not how they do it.
I like your Ivana.
Thank you.
And meanwhile, he's like, look what happened to Don Jr. We
Right.
don't want that to happen to Eric. We got to break this stuff up. I think he used Don Jr. as the test model.
He's the what do you call it?
The test case.
Yeah.
The guinea pig.
Remember when they put gallons of
He's the
vaccines
control.
inside him?
He's the control. Don Jr.'s the control. Like if they're not as bad as him, they're okay.
Yeah, exactly.
But then Eric happened. So we all know the story about
What?
the jet that Qataris gave us, the
Yes.
747
Yes, a
Air
gift.
It did
Force
not
One.
us. It didn't give us.
No. It was
Gave
ju-
him.
Sorry,
Right.
excuse me.
Just
sorry.
him.
You're correct. I stand corrected. The Qataris gave Trump a replacement 747 for a replacement for Air Force One, which he gladly took, surprisingly, because he's such a honest guy.
You
No
would-
strings attached.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. I think it was very generous of him
to
to accept the present.
Yeah.
Because think about it.
yeah.
When you give a gift,
Yeah.
right? You give it from the bottom of your heart.
Mhm.
If you turn around and reject that gift, you're going to be devastated.
Right.
True.
Trump knows we didn't need a 747.
Qatari culture is all about
Of course.
giving.
Of course it is. You and I have studied Qatari culture. And we know how deeply the Qataris value
The
gift
bigger
giving.
the gift, the bigger the gift.
the bigger the love.
Yeah. So he goes to Turkey, I think, as part of an EU meeting.
Okay.
He flies on the old Air Force One.
Mhm.
So now we've got 2 Air Force
I
Ones.
prefer to call it Air Force One Classic.
Oh, yeah.
And then is the new one
New Air Force One.
sugar free?
Sugar free.
Nice.
It's Air Force One
Air
Zero.
Force One. That's what I was going to say.
So there has been repeated, even from his first term, Iran has attempted planned assassination attempts against Trump. Now,
they're not solely plane-based, right?
No, they're different kinds of,
Different kinds of capers.
blow dart.
Exploding adult diapers.
You guys.
Just this.
Ow!
You guys.
That's what happened at Butler, Pennsylvania.
Exactly. It wasn't a gunshot. It was a blow dart.
Blow dart grazed his ear.
So, and I think that, who was the guy who he caught, Soleimani?
Oh, yeah, Soleimani.
He was in charge of these various plans.
Ah.
This is the reason it was important that he got Soleimani.
Mm-hmm.
I like to call Soleimani his Osama bin Laden.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, because that's as close as he'll ever get to anything like that.
So there was a plan to attack Air Force One, right?
There was
allegedly.
a plan. They uncovered an alleged
So they
plan.
smuggled Trump out of Air Force One
so
in a dessert cart?
It's so
In a
Austin.
dessert cart?
It's so Austin Powers.
Yes.
I love everything about it.
In like one of those catering trucks at the airport.
Here
Oh,
you go.
here we go.
The Washington Post reporting President Trump quickly sneaked off the plane and into a catering truck before boarding a smaller, far less conspicuous military aircraft to begin the journey home. In video recorded that day, you could see as the president walks up the steps to Air Force One, waves goodbye, and as the camera pulls back, there is the catering truck just below the plane. Then 5 minutes later, the press boards Air Force One off to the right, while the catering truck pulls away, reportedly with the president inside.
I like it. It feels like his version of The Prestige, that Chris Nolan movie. Where
yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Except he's alive.
Also, did he get on it quickly? That feels like misreporting.
Well,
We
the truck
watched-
is driving 15 miles an hour.
How
over
did they
to
do that quickly? Did they have like
That's the Prestige. That's the whole thing. Like, that's magic. That's what's incredible about it.
David Copperfield?
Exactly. How did he get up there?
But did they use one of those wheelie things?
No, you ever walk on the airplane?
Like a hand cart?
Yes.
You ever walk on the airplane and as you walk on, the catering truck is still there
Yeah.
and they're putting on the meals.
Exactly.
So he just walked right through onto the
To the other
catering
door.
truck. Yeah. They probably had snacks on the catering truck waiting for him, so he wouldn't be too peckish.
They had a 5-gallon vaccine waiting for him.
Since this report,
Yeah.
there's been reports of a Mr. Softy truck near Air Force One.
That could be his nickname as president, Mr. Softy.
You're
Listen,
right.
next time we do the whole switcheroo, can I get a soft ice cream?
Yeah. Can I just different food trucks are
A
removing
swirl.
it.
I'd like a swirl.
But I guess it's clever, right?
Sure, I think it's fun.
Clever. Okay.
This is a fun story. Why can't we
Yeah.
just have fun with it?
Thank you.
We're keeping the president safe. We're putting him in a truck. We're doing a caper. Matt Damon is going to be there. He's going to wear a disguise. He's
I like
going
this
to
movie.
play the pilot. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, yeah. So he wouldn't be in a situation where he'd have to get into a giant catering car on the other side of the plane if he hadn't fucking started a war with the fucking country that wants to kill him now. The connection is this.
Last week, the president was considering a return to major combat operations. Now, instead of military pressure, he says he's focusing on economic pressure. In a phone call to Axios, President Trump said, quote, "We're low-keying it. We're only semi-negotiating with them. We are just watching Iran with its huge inflation and the fact that they have no money."
The only reason we're there is because he started this war, and now he's low-keying it.
6 months ago. he
Is that when
started
you walk
this
by a
war.
car but just do the bottom part with your key?
That's low-keying.
That's low-keying.
Can you have a low-key war? Is that a
He's
thing?
the low-key
Oh,
negotiations.
low-key negotiations for a low-key
We're
war.
semi-negotiating.
Ugh. It's a terrible
Come
turn
on,
of
baby.
phrase.
Just let me put the tip in.
Jesus.
That's a
That's a semi-negotiation. I
Right.
agree with you.
Okay.
Let me just put my half erect tip.
little mushroom penis inside.
God, I wish there was.
Please, don't make me sad.
I wish there was a catering truck
Yeah.
right beside me that
Yeah,
I
you
could
could crawl
escape
into.
into
Understood.
Yeah, you can.
quickly.
Now, I read this morning, and I don't know if this is correct or not, because it was social media, so you
And it
never
was
know.
this morning, and you were tired.
That's exactly right. That Iran is now saying, yeah, we're not even going to bother negotiating
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
We're done.
Yeah.
We're done negotiating.
Yeah.
And there's no semi.
Yeah.
There's no softy. It's nothing. We're putting on a chastity belt for these negotiations.
Iran actually said, the first thing that they have to agree to is that he'll never insult Iran again. And they're just like, I get this. Some of this shit,
they're just laughing.
Yeah, they're going like, what about this? What about we say, rule number 1, you can't, write this down. You can't make fun of Iran. And they're like, they all start laughing. Like, they'll never agree to, trust me, let's try it.
The negotiation is now like the opening scene of The Simpsons where Bart is at the chalkboard writing the rules of what the negotiations
I will not
are.
insult Iran again.
Exactly.
We're going to be at war with Iran forever.
We're definitely going to be
through the midterms.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Because he's so.
Well, because it's in their interest now. It's in their interest to keep us.
It's in not just their interest. It's in the Chinese interest. It's in the Russian interest. It's in the Houthis' interest. It's in the Yemenis,
the North Koreans' interest. It's in everybody's interest.
Yeah.
It's actually.
They're literally going like, this guy's unbelievable.
He is unbelievable.
He's fucking pennies from heaven with this guy.
We'll be right back.
So Trump's had a bit of a run of bad luck.
Oh, really?
Well, first of all, he had to fit into a catering truck.
Right.
Make it sound like he's squeezed in there. Because he could have been killed.
Right.
I mean, so could everyone else on that plane.
Although, in fairness, you're more likely to be killed in the catering truck than in the plane.
I think most accidents happen in the home and in catering trucks. That's true. You slip in. It's just all the grease from all that food. You slip, boom, bam, hit your head.
Not to mention the grease from the vaccines.
The gallons of vaccines. And he's just like on a signing, like executive order binge again, because things aren't really going his way. So he's trying to, like, for instance, the birthright citizenship thing.
Right.
He's now signed two new executive orders to work around the Supreme Court ruling, which I'm not sure how that's supposed to happen. But
you have a compliant Supreme Court, and they just.
But they already ruled that it was not.
That's right.
That's right. Anyway, so he's on a signing binge because Steve Bannon told him years ago, like, just do executive orders. Mm-hmm. See ya. I gotta go do a podcast and make millions off of your back. So he had another run-in with the law yesterday.
Little setback.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Little
Remember the ballroom?
The bowel room.
The bowel room. Do you remember the ballroom?
The bowel room?
The bowel room.
Bowel room.
Should be called the bowel room. The ballroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's talking about it.
Remember how they tore down the East Wing?
We need that ballroom, Jim.
Yeah, we definitely need it,
it's
right?
for security.
Yeah, right. And, he didn't, how do I say this? He didn't go around getting the right permissions, I guess.
You know what? Get permission later. It's easier.
Yeah.
It's easier to get an apology than permission.
Correct. Which is exactly what happened here.
We need this ballroom.
We need the ballroom. Well, so some lefty commie group sued. Yeah, right?
Of course. Some environmental wacko, no doubt.
No.
Trying to save some owl
worse,
or some lizard.
No, worse. A fucking tax reform person who, why are we paying all this money to the government kind of guy?
Because we need this ballroom.
Exactly. Well, guess what? The court ruled.
Tonight, President Trump taking his fight for a White House ballroom to the Supreme Court after a federal appeals court ruled construction must stop unless he obtains congressional approval. In a blistering 2-1 rebuke, the majority writing, each president is a temporary tenant, not the owner of the White House and its executive residence.
Now, I went and looked at the price history of this.
Yeah.
So in the spring of 2025.
$200 million.
Correct. Then it went up to
$400 million.
Now it's at
$600 million.
Correct. Now, here's the best part about it.
Good job, Michael.
How much do you think all of those private corporations that donated in advance, pledged money? How much do you think they're paying for this?
Zero.
No.
$20,000.
No.
$2 million.
No.
$5 million?
Percentage-wise.
Oh, percentage-wise.
Percentage. Oh, we were
10%.
18%.
It's more like 25 to 30%. They can't get exact figures because under the ballroom is the military complex, the
$1.4 billion.
The James Bond Blofeld lair with the golf courts, golf carts which are going to be great. They wanted to originally build that whole military thing inside a volcano, but they couldn't find a volcano.
Right.
Joe was in there.
Joe was in there. So yeah, with his legs on. So
I got the reference, Jody. It's a Joe versus the volcano.
I know what it was, but also old.
There's probably somebody in our audience who didn't get the reference, and I wanted to explain it to them.
Hey, if you're still watching this, first of all, send help. Secondly, so the military complex underneath changes it from a decorative addition to, the Congress has allocated money. But the point is, we are paying anywhere from 40 to 50% of the $600 billion.
Here's the thing. I never have a problem with the American taxpayer paying for things that the American people need. I don't have a problem.
I agree with you.
I also don't have a problem, by the way, with presidents jetting off to play golf every weekend and the American taxpayer paying for that. I don't care if it's Biden. I don't care if it's Trump. No. I don't give a shit. Right. What I care about is if you essentially
Biden would bike to the golf course.
Yeah, well, he was saving money, and we appreciate that. And also, he had to stop at Carvel on the way down.
Yeah, I love that ice cream.
What I don't like is when you just steal American taxpayer money, which is what this is. He has stolen taxpayer money to pay for this thing, and in doing so, he desecrated a national monument.
Correct.
That's the issue. If Congress had said, yeah, you're right, we need this ballroom, we need this security thing, we debated it,
and here's
your money.
Million,
no problem.
Yeah.
I actually have no problem with it.
Correct. Stupid, but no problem.
I mean, I don't know that the White House doesn't need a ballroom. I don't know that they don't. Just think about just the rental fees. You could make so much money.
Right, graduation parties.
Oh, you're renting it out.
Yes, you're renting it out.
Weddings.
I thought you were talking about
Quinceañeras.
the tents they have to rent for.
No.
Yeah.
We can make money on this thing.
Yeah.
Bingo events.
Weddings,
Fabulous.
birthday parties.
Yeah. Roller rink.
Prom night.
It would be huge.
Oh, under the sea. So he got shit on. He can't make his little
He's very upset. He's going to take it
ballroom.
all the way to the Supreme Court.
Do you think he has to play tapes of construction around the White House just to feel comfortable? Doesn't he love
You mean
the-
sound?
Just a sound.
What's going
like...
on? I don't know, but they're making a lot of noise, Mr. President.
The way some people play like rainforest noises.
Exactly.
Yeah, he might.
That's what he goes to sleep with.
He doesn't
sure.
go to sleep. That's what we have found. He only sleeps in meetings.
Well, so it's not the first construction problem he's had.
Oh,
as we
there
all
have been
know.
others?
Yeah, we know this one.
We are once again hearing from President Trump as he continues to blame damage to the reflecting pool on vandalism. Now, tonight, the president is now admitting that there's little to no proof of his claims. President Trump taking to social media to once again accuse former Olympian David Hearn of vandalizing the reflecting pool. The president goes on to say that there was other damage as well, but that there is no video or proof. That's different from what President Trump said in the Oval Office just last Monday.
Now, we have photographs or tapes, like moving cameras, right? We have them where people are on the side cutting it with a box knife.
We have a magic lantern of it.
How are we still talking about the goddamn reflecting pool?
I know, it's a mess.
How are we still talking about this?
I feel like it's just a kid runs into your backyard, fucking sets it on fire, and then jumps the fence and goes to the next yard.
John Mulaney had the best analogy.
Which is?
The horse in the hospital. I mean, it's exactly right.
Yeah.
It's just there's a horse in the hospital. Sometimes you forget about it, but then you remember,
but the horse
oh my God.
doesn't know why it's there, so just is panicked the entire time.
Yes.
It's nice to live in this moment for a second, though, shall we? Where he's not getting his way. Like, isn't that kind of nice?
It
That
is nice.
Eventually...
It's going to continue this way.
But it is the thing where we're all like, wait, what?
Mm-hmm.
The East Wing is down?
Right.
And what? He's a temporary tenant. That's not supposed to happen. And then finally somebody, it took a long time, but a judge says, you're a temporary tenant.
3 judges.
You can't do that.
Only
3 of them.
2 voted against him, and one of his, voted that he should be able to do what he wants.
How do you even get to that logic? You should
She
just
was
be able
a
to do whatever
clerk for Justice Thomas.
Oh, okay. Well,
So
that's how you get to that logic.
Exactly.
By the way, as predicted by Ms. Lennon and myself,
yes,
Jeanine Pirro still has a job this week. And I believe you were the one who said she would not.
I thought she was going to get fired.
Yeah. So I feel pretty good about that.
Yeah, it's nice to feel good about something.
Hold that thought. We'll be right back with more news.
Do you want me to play Hazzard on the economy? I could give a shit about that.
I mean, we need Kevin Hastert.
When can Americans expect relief?
Well, we've already seen that real wages under President Trump, which is wages after inflation, have gone up about $1,000 for the typical American middle-class family. And so people are making more money than, they're having to pay at higher prices. But the prices went up so much under Joe Biden, we totally understand why people are still frustrated when they go to the grocery store.
Joe Biden's fault.
It is Joe Biden's fault. Hasn't Kevin Hastert been saying, I remember a few months into the Trump administration and the stock market was going well, and he was saying, this is Trump's economy now. Now it's Trump's economy because the stock market was doing well.
Right.
But now, a year later, it's Joe Biden's economy.
But here's the funny thing. It's like $1,000 more in real wages, which I'm not even sure if that's real. But let's say it is. But who owns that? Biden?
No.
Right.
No.
Right.
No.
So that's the
Trump.
one sliver part of
That's Trump.
The sliver of that
Yes.
is Trump's economy.
High prices.
Right.
That's Biden.
Right.
Is the economy terrible?
Yes.
I actually don't know.
It is.
You're so far removed from the economy of the common person.
He hunts his own food.
Yeah.
Right. You're off the grid.
I'm off
He's off the grid. He and Martha just keep moving the solar panels around.
But it's a good question. If you can't tell if the economy is bad?
In my lifetime, it always feels like the economy is bad.
Right.
Like maybe there was a period maybe in the late 90s during the first internet boom where it's like, oh yeah, everybody's got money. But other than that, I feel like every election somebody's saying, and every midterms everybody's saying, oh, the economy's terrible, the economy's terrible, the economy's terrible.
The reality is, when you look at the graph,
Which
income.
graph?
I'm about to tell you.
Yeah,
Income inequality graph has gotten worse and worse and worse from 1970 up.
Right.
So to answer your question, yes, the economy has, in our lifetime, has always been bad. But, for upper middle class people like ourselves, is it bad? We can still afford to go to the grocery store. But people who are not, which is the majority of the people in this country, it's bad. It's bad. But you know what? This is an interesting kind of, I think, movement in this country that's happening, right in front of the midterms. A lot of primary elections in the past couple weeks.
Sure.
Right.
And it's not just Republican versus Democrat. It's Democrat versus Democrat and Republican versus Republican.
I'm
so you're either
following.
a MAGA Republican or not, or you're a traditional middle-of-the-road conservative.
Centrist Democrat.
Middle-of-the-road centrist Democrat, or you're a commie.
And a jihadist.
Yeah, here we go.
We witnessed a political earthquake in Michigan on Tuesday. Abdul El Sayed defeated an opponent who was supported by the most powerful Democratic leaders in both Michigan and in Washington. And he survived an onslaught of super PAC spending, attempting to portray him as too extreme to win in one of America's most important battleground states. It was the first major statewide victory for an insurgent progressive movement that has been toppling Democratic incumbents this primary season.
That's not true at all.
I think Jonathan Carlson.
Wait a minute. First of all, Bernie Sanders has been an insurgent progressive candidate for 40 years. Statewide office. Eugene Krebs before him.
Wow.
I don't. How can he, out of one side of his mouth, he's saying a shocking upset victory, and then on the other side he's saying he didn't win by that much.
He didn't.
But he didn't win as much. By as much as
they
people
had him
expected.
Up at like 9 or 10 points ahead, yeah.
But either it was a shocking upset or he underperformed. I'm not sure which it is.
The story that's really fascinating to me, year in and year out, from when I can remember, it's the horse race quality of our elections in the media. Just got to keep them coming back to see what's going to happen tomorrow.
Right.
That's one. But then also, it's never those fucking crazy Republicans who are so fucking right wing that they are not American. They are some other form of government. It's always the Democrats who are the crazy progressive blah 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 blah. And when you hear Al Sayed speak, I'm sure he's got opinions that people don't agree with, but at the same time, he's pretty pragmatic when he speaks.
But that's been the case with all of these progressive
That's my point.
candidates.
But they present them as radical, crazy, surprising, startling win. It's like, why? Because they speak to their constituents.
Because they think people should have health care?
Yeah.
Like what is
exactly.
what is the progressive policy
The
that
progressive
everybody
policy
is
is
objecting
taking money
to?
from billionaires. That's the fucking progressive policy, meaning that's the way it's presented, that they're going to take money from the billionaires to pay for everything. And if they're going to take it from the billionaires, they're going to take it from you too.
Right.
Isn't the excitement around this win in particular that there was all this super PAC money against his race and
Yes,
that he did overcome
the
this
centrist Democrat who is backed by AIPAC in particular, who everybody's mad at. Everybody's mad at AIPAC for good reason.
Yeah.
And so why is it surprising anybody that the guy that AIPAC and the Democratic establishment isn't supporting? People hate the Democratic establishment right now. So, of course, you're going to support the guy, the progressive guy. And this idea that, like, there's this one-size-fits-all candidate for the Democratic Party is also belied for the Republican Party. It's belied by the fact that you have all these different people from different parts of the country running. One candidate in Michigan is not the same as one candidate in Texas or Kansas or whatever. I'm with you. Like, the horse race nature of this and the continual freak out over these candidates just seems so silly to me.
It does seem silly, and we should all get used to it because this is our future.
But can we just acknowledge, because I think this is important, that part of the freak out about progressives winning nationally, or the national freak out about progressives is if you look at the progressives who have been winning, AOC, Mamdani, and Al-Sayed, they are all
others.
They all have an ethnicity.
Others, yeah.
And I think that really is at the heart of this.
You're probably right. I hadn't even thought about that. You're absolutely right.
It's the progressive combined with the otherness that is making people freak out.
Which makes them feel like, oh, they're not just progressive. They want to take everything for themselves.
Yes, it's the dark hordes coming to impose Sharia law and Mark Antony music. What a fun episode, you guys.
Oh my gosh, I had so much fun.
It's the birthday episode.
Thanks for joining me on Have I Got News for Your Ears? I'm Michael Ian Black. I want to thank Jim Biederman and Jodi Lennon, and of course, all of you. Have I Got News for Your Ears releases new episodes every Wednesday. Don't miss an episode. Follow us on Apple, Amazon Music, or wherever you get your podcasts. Even better, you can watch the podcast on Spotify or on the Have I Got News for You YouTube channel. And while you're there, please follow us and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hey, don't forget to subscribe to the Hignify YouTube channel and be sure to click the bell to stay on top of all our great content. Even better, become a member for exclusive content, early access to videos, members-only shoutouts, and more. Click the join button below.